Welcome back. It's time to get real. Tonight, I am really fired up and pretty much just pissed off. So much so that I can't even put it into words. My frustration is so bad. So why am I so mad? And why do I believe you should be just as mad? It's simple. I've had it up to here with the folks over at CNN, MSNBC, the New York Times, the list goes on and on. All of the liberal, biased, lamestream media lying to you, the American people, about our president being a racist who won't denounce certain hate groups. You know, you people are just making me sick. Seriously, I used to actually look up to these news organizations. I used to want to be one of you. I used to dream of that day that I would sit on an anchor desk at one of your national broadcast centers. It was literally a goal and a dream of mine. I even set some of my passwords to it. It was my American dream. But you know what? Not anymore. You people absolutely disgust me. Now I sit at home on my couch like Americans out there. I watch and I not only listen to the vile lies coming out of your mouths, but I read those headlines you put up at the bottom of the screen, the twisted lies that you're spreading, trying to program the American people. These deliberate actions are nothing short of evil. You, my fellow broadcasters, are doing more harm to this country than any one person, group, or organization that I can think of. But the main reason I'm so pissed off, it's very simple, because for nearly 5 years now, you have tried to create this narrative that you just won't let go, and it's sickening to me. Why? Because it's just not the truth. And two, it's causing more racial divide and hate in this country than ever before. And there's no need for it. I'm speaking of the narrative that President Donald J. Trump has never and will not denounce the KKK, Nazis, and white supremacists. Well, my friends, instead of sitting here and trying to explain why this narrative is so wrong on so many levels, I thought I would just shut up for once and let you hear directly from the man himself, something that those hosts, reporters, pundits, and so-called journalists at other networks should do, but won't. So here you go. Watch for yourself, and then you decide.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups?
Sure.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups?
Sure.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups?
Sure.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups?
Sure.
He has yet once to condemn white supremacy, the neo-Nazis. He hasn't condemned a darn thing.
You've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem.
Would you repudiate David Duke?
Sure.
David Duke and robocalls are out again, the white supremacist movement supporting you. Do you have any words for that?
Well, I disavow. David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow. Okay?
When we looked at it and looked at the question, I disavowed David Duke. So I've disavowed David Duke all weekend long on Facebook, on Twitter, and obviously it's never enough.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
When Chris joined, we had a news conference, and they asked me the exact same question. I said, I disavow. I disavowed then. I disavowed today on ABC with George Stephanopoulos. I disavowed again.
David Duke is a bad person who I disavowed on numerous occasions over the years.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow. I've rejected David Duke. I've rejected the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan.
David Duke is saying to his supporters and followers, vote for Donald Trump. White supremacists are saying, vote. Do you want those votes?
No, I don't want them, and I don't want him to say it.
And you don't want the supporters?
No, I don't want anything.
What do you think of white supremacists, by the way?
I don't like any group of hate.
David Duke announced his Senate candidacy, claiming your agenda.
Are you ready before you ask the question?
Newt Gingrich said every Republican should repudiate this guy no matter what it takes.
And I do. Rebuked. Is that okay? Rebuked.
Rebuked.
Done.
Done.
Do you want white supremacists to vote for you?
No, I don't at all. Not at all.
His campaign is denouncing a show of support from the KKK's official newspaper, as in the Ku Klux Klan.
In the same New York Times interview, he denounced white supremacists. He denounced the neo-Nazis who support him.
Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK. Neo-Nazis, white supremacists. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. I spoke out forcefully against hatred, bigotry, and violence, and strongly condemned the neo-Nazis the white supremacists, and the KKK.
President Donald Trump signed a congressional joint resolution that condemns white supremacy, neo-Nazis, and other hate groups.
In one voice, our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy.
Any group of hate, I don't like it. Any group of hate, I am, whether it's white supremacy, whether it's any other kind of supremacy, whether it's Antifa, whether it's any group of hate, I am very concerned about it, and I'll do something about it.
Doesn't fit their narrative, does it? Now you've seen and heard the words straight from our president's mouth. Seems pretty damn clear to me that the man denounces and condemns all of these disgusting, bigoted hate groups of all kinds. In fact, just last week, the president committed an extra $500 billion to black communities and at the same time designated the KKK and Antifa as terrorist organizations. And I might add, made lynching a national hate crime. Yep, sounds like a racist and a bigot to me. Give me a break. Get real. This continuous lie must be stopped. This president has worked tirelessly to help the black community. Just look at his record. From forming opportunity zones in troubled inner cities to helping to free black and brown inmates who were given unfair sentences thanks to the '94 crime bill that Joe Biden helped to push through Congress while he was in the Senate, to the First Step Act, along with appointing more people of color to his administration than the past 3 presidents. So the next time one of your liberal friends screams at you and calls our president a racist who won't condemn the KKK, Nazis, and white supremacists, don't say a word. Just post, send, or show them that video that we just aired, and then tell them to get real. All right, that's going to do it for our show tonight. We thank you so much for tuning in to Real America here on One America News. If you'd like to reach out to the show with any comments or complaints, we welcome them all. Maybe you want to be a guest or nominate someone for the Patriot Report. You can go on to OANN.com. Also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're getting those pages going as well. I hope you join us tomorrow night for the show, same time. But until then, be proud, be safe, and God bless.